Patrick Kane of the Chicago Blackhawks joining us here on set. This is kind of here at the Chicago practice facility. I feel like we're in your house, so thank you for inviting us into your house, so to speak. You're coming off statistically, and you've done a lot in this league, obviously. Last year was kind of sick. Where did you see that coming?
Yeah, I mean, I knew, like, I guess everyone knows, like, their potential and what it could be if everything kind of hits the right note. But, you know, for me, I still feel like there's another level to get to. You know, I felt like I had a pretty good season. I felt like there was a couple slumps in there that if I can eliminate, then the season could be even better, personally anyways. And I still feel, especially with the team we have now and the players we have now, there could still be some more production on the power play too. So just looking forward to kind of building off last year and hopefully, you know, kind of start where we left off individually, I guess, when we're talking about some of our top guys, and hopefully our team can be better as well.
You're talking about Jonathan Toews, who also had a career year. Did you guys feel, given where your team has been and how ravaged it's been by a salary cap and the way the NHL has evolved, did you guys feel like you had to take on more offensively last year?
Yeah, but I think it's something, you know, we're welcome to taking on. You know, I think even, you know, you look at our team coming up this year, we brought in a lot of like defensive pieces and, you know, some more grit, some more toughness. So I still think we're going to be counted on to score a lot of goals and be able to produce offensively, which I think is something, you know, we want to do. I think we look at last year and, you know, the thing that might stick out for me more than any other year is the minutes we played, you know. I was around like 22 and a half minutes a game. There's some nights you're playing 26, 27. It's just like, it's fun to play that much and be an offensive guy and being counted on to produce when you're playing that much too. So, yeah, it was fun.
We're sitting here. There's some banners behind us. We've been sitting here for 2 days. Do you feel like, you mentioned those pickups, like you're getting closer? I mean, obviously you guys aren't used to missing the playoffs in 2 straight years. Do you feel like you're getting closer to getting back to a level where you can compete for a cup?
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is making the playoffs, and I think you saw that last year with, you know, some teams like, you know, Columbus knocking out Tampa Bay and Colorado beating Calgary. So, you know, you get into the playoffs, see what happens, and you know, the biggest thing for us is we're in a really tough division. I mean, our division's going to be unreal this year with, you know, the likes of Colorado getting better and Nashville as well, and obviously Winnipeg's always at the top. So should be a tough division. Those games are going to be like 4-point games right off the bat, but I think we feel like we're kind of turning a corner here and should be back in that playoff hunt.
Right.
Do you have to play with Toews to make this team what it could be, or does it have to go the other way? Like, where do you? It's always the discussion with you guys. Where do you fall on that?
Well, it was different. Like under Quenneville, it was different because like he always kind of wanted us separate, right? He wanted us on different lines to balance it out, and you know, usually Johnny would be on that top line with like Hossa and maybe like Saad or something, and then I was kind of filling in that second line with some different players. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, last year we played together a little bit and we had a lot of success. So, you know, I don't mind playing with them. Like we were talking about before, we're really counted on to bring the offense with that one line, which is fine. I think if we're on the ice and we're playing well, we feel we can be better than the other line that's out there.
You mentioned the old guard in Quenneville and the 34-year-old who is now your head coach. How different are they?
They're different, that's for sure. You know, I think you play with Joel for, you know, 10, 11 years, whatever it was. You just kind of get used to playing his system and the finer details that he likes out there. You really become accustomed to playing that way. And Jeremy came in, and he didn't really change that right away. But after a while, you know, he wants to establish himself as a coach and implement his system. So I think it took us a little while to adjust to that. But then once we adjusted, we kind of really took off there. I think from mid-December on, we had the second or third most points in the league. So we know we're capable of it. And I think, you know, with the turnover in the roster this year and having some better players come in, you know, that's gives us a lot of confidence.
We were explaining to the viewers yesterday and a little bit today about what this is, media day and the car wash that you guys have to go through, and you're forced to talk to jackasses like us and then go on the ice. Have you been on the ice yet?
I haven't yet, no.
Okay, so people know you for some of the videos that you have posted online, or people have posted of you, stick handling, ridiculousness. Are you expected to do more here for those guys with the cameras? And does it get a little annoying, or do you enjoy that stuff? The pointing
I think,
of the stick.
yeah,
I know that can
yeah.
just get tiring, but.
Well, I think I've been to every one of these media tours, so I think it's
for you.
it's
Now?
kind of
Good
nice they
for
moved
you.
it to Chicago. You
Right,
know?
there you go. Yes,
like
at home.
It's
You
right
could
in
have
our
bailed on
backyard.
at least 3 of them, and you didn't. Good for you. Good for you.
It's like a humble brag there, you know.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not bad.
I-
I've been to every media tour.
Yeah.
It's a good brag. It's a good brag. This market, I want to talk about Chicago, because when you were getting those banners, there was some lean times for all the other teams basically around
Yeah.
you in this market. Cubs have got a banner since,
Yeah.
and they added Castellanos, and they're starting to cook again.
Yeah.
The Bears, despite last night,
Yeah.
there are expectations in this city.
Without a doubt.
The Bulls I won't talk about.
They got enough.
They got a, well,
Yeah, they got a few.
Yeah, they got a few. They talk about the competition in this town for that entertainment dollar,
Yeah.
and how much tougher is it getting?
I think that's actually a really good point. And you see, Chicago's such a sports city that it seems like whatever team's hot at that time, you could call it like a baseball city or a hockey city at that specific time, you know. And it seemed like when we were going through winning those 3 Stanley Cups in 6 years, like everyone said Chicago is a hockey town, you know. And then the Cubs win, and it's a baseball town. So it's like it switches, which I think is pretty cool. Obviously, I think Chicago's really into football and the Bears, and they want to see them do well. It seems like there's, like you said, there's been some expectations the past couple of years. So we'll see where that goes. But you know what? To be honest with you, with like the inner athlete and like the competition with us, I think. I remember like talking to some of the Cubs guys, and they were saying, you know, we want to be like you guys. We want to, you know, be able to win three World Series championships in
Multiple
6 years.
parades.
Get a parade.
Yeah. And they kind of had a similar team to us, where they had a lot of young players coming in and were expected to be really good, and then they won early, and it's like you have those expectations now. So I think it's fun to watch. I think. Yeah, it would be fun to see I'm a big basketball fan, so it would be fun to see the Bulls be a little bit better as well. But I think we're in a great sports city, and the fans here are amazing.
Do you understand if people are still mad at Kawhi for leaving Canada? 'Cause you just mentioned your basketball fan. It's a debate Tim and I are
You
always
can come to
having.
Toronto and. with
So any
us.
basketball fan we get on the dais, we just throw it out. I'm still bitter as hell. I
Really?
don't quite understand it. I thought he could have stayed one more year and then went to LA.
Yeah.
No one
Like
is in
that
my
makes
corner.
a big difference.
Yeah.
But,
Well, you could have won. I don't know. You could have gone to another NBA Finals, but whatever, because the East is not really
Could've, yeah.
that good. Kevin Durant's hurt. Do you understand that decision?
It's tough because you win a championship with a team, like as a hockey player, you'd probably want to stay with that team, you know. So, and I thought what was cool about like Toronto winning, it was like they had the whole nation behind them. It wasn't just a city, right? Like they had all of Canada behind them. So you could understand how that could become, you know,
Seductive.
something that you'd want to
Yeah,
do, right?
yeah.
Like you'd want to stay in Toronto and have all those people rooting for you. So I don't know. I thought maybe he would stay. I'm actually a big LeBron fan, so I was kind of hoping he would go to the Lakers too and team up with him. But to be honest with you, I think the way the NBA is shaped right now, it's going to be unreal to watch this year.
It's gonna be wild, yeah.
And you know, I'm really looking forward to like after my games coming back to my house and like turning on those West Coast basketball games,
nice,
there's
yeah.
going to be some amazing games. So
No doubt.
it'll be fun to watch.
Awesome. Patrick, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks
you.
for doing
Thanks,
every media day, by the way.
Yeah.
That was not a humble brag. That was actually pretty
We
impressive.
appreciate it.
Had to throw that out there.
3-time Stanley Cup champion and NBA analyst, Patrick Kane.